welcome to part number 3 of the Mega Man X3 Kirby challenge. We're moving on to the actual Kirby part of the challenge now. The first stage is Blizzard Buffalo. Now in the last part, we defeated Blast Hornet and we got the Parasite Bomb. Before I did this challenge, I thought the Parasite Bomb was a useless weapon. I thought it really had no purpose. I noticed that it just didn't do that much damage to enemies and I thought it was pretty useless. Afterwards, I kind of like this weapon now. It has this interesting property where if you hit an enemy with it, it'll become trapped and then it will collide into another enemy. And I find that the Parasite Bomb is really great against small types of enemies, ones that are susceptible to the trap, but I find that it does not do any useful amount of damage to larger enemies. I don't think there's any in this stage, but the Parasite Bomb, it's a decent weapon. It has a pretty good ammo loadout, and it can be used in certain situations to clear the path, and it's a pretty good weapon. I suggest you try it out, play around with it. It's not that bad. The stage itself isn't too hard. Like I said, it's filled with all types of small enemies, so you can use the Parasite Bomb to kill pretty much anything. And you really don't run dry on ammo. There's not that many enemies in the stage, and yeah, it was just a pretty simple stage. Nothing too bad. We only have to collect one item right now, and that's the air dash. We could technically get the sub-tank right here, but I decided to do that later when we revisit the stage to get another item, so you can get the sub-tank if you want. And that jump is impossible without the dash, so make sure you dash. And the air dash, it comes in handy for a lot of parts of the challenge. Many items are not possible to get without it, and it also helps me to avoid some enemies in the Doppler stages. Which those Doppler stages, they are a piece of work. I can't describe them to you yet, but Doppler stage number 2, I'm not pleased with it, let's say. Now, we kind of have to break the rules for Blizzard Buffalo, because it's not possible to beat him without dashing. You cannot jump over him, and there's no way you are going to beat him without taking damage without dashing. So, I have to air dash over him a couple of times. I try not to dash otherwise, but I think I do at a few points just to save myself. But just follow the normal strategy, just keep running left and right, he'll charge at you, and then just hit him when he's moving. It's a really simple boss fight. You really shouldn't have any problems with him at all. Sometimes he'll do his charging attack, but just climb up on the wall, you should be okay. It's not much harder than the normal boss fight. And the Parasite Bomb, it takes him out. It's good for taking him out, but I find that the Mega Buster is just as effective, because the Mega Buster is it's more capable of taking out the ice shards he throws out. I find that the Parasite Bomb cannot destroy those easily, so usually I just like to go into this fight with the Mega Buster. But the Parasite Bomb, not a bad weapon. I suggest you try it out. Anyways, after defeating Blizzard Buffalo, we get the ice weapon of the game. It is the Frost Shield, and I really don't know why it's called a shield. Like, it doesn't protect you from anything. I don't know. But now we have to take out Bit, and you can't take out Bit in Toxic Seahorse's stage. You need every single shot available. You cannot waste any on Bit, so we have to take him out now. The only other time we could take him out would be much later in the game, and by then Bite is showing up, and it's very, yeah, it's just, you have to take him out now. You have no choice. It's unfortunate that we have to take sort of a detour like this, but it just has to happen. You need to do this right now. And you can go to any stage to do this, any stage that you haven't beaten yet. I chose Crushed Crawfish just because it's easiest to get to the room where you fight him. Now, Bit is incredibly easy once you figure him out. When you first fight him, you are going to be confused. You're you're just going to do terribly. He's probably going to beat you. But you have to just learn his strategy. He does the same thing every time. Whenever he comes at the same altitude as you, he will charge forward. So just jump up, and then he'll go above you, you'll dodge that. And then every so often, he'll throw either fireballs or these rings that trap you. Now these may hit you the first couple times, but once you get it, once you know the pattern, once you know how to do it, you will beat him every single time without taking damage. It's very simple once you figure it out, but it may take you a while to understand how he works, his pattern, and things like that. But he's not too bad. And since we haven't beaten this stage yet, we can't exit, so we have no choice but to kill ourselves. I'll see you in part number 4.